Hey, welcome to Myers ASMR. How are you? Are you relaxed? Relax. Relax. Let it all go. Let it all go. Let it all go. And hey, be happy about it before you can see it, smell it, taste it, and touch it. Well, look what I see. I'm about to smell, taste, touch, and have it. This egg and cheese sandwich on a roll that I just made. So it should still be piping hot. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever made so many eggs at one time. But I knew the bread was thick, so I wanted to taste more egg than bread. Alright, anyways, let's have at it. The sharp cheddar cheese adds a nice tang. It's just a little hard to work with when it's sliced. This bread is called ciabatta. I picked it for its shape, and it's not too hard. I love a cheese that you can taste. I lined both sides of the bread with a slice of cheese. anybody like this nail color. I'm really impressed with Opie brand. This one was discounted at Marshall's. It was only $5. I think it's normally $10 or more, so I grabbed it. I used to be a big fan of Essie, but lately, I don't know what's been going on with their colors, but I've tried different ones by Essie lately, and this part gets black streaks in it. I don't know where that comes from. Like, what the? And you can't wash it off. I would keep scrubbing and scrubbing. And then even after it dries, and a few days later, it starts to feel like a soft rubber, which of course attracts all kind of mess, and then it gets sticky. I've never seen a nail polish act like that before. Get it together, Essie, because that used to be my brand. I was a loyal Essie user probably for like at least 10 years. That was the only brand I would put on my nails because it was the only one that worked. Now, I don't know what they're doing. I think a lot of people look at how short my nails are and they just don't understand. Well, I guess if they played guitar, they would understand. And honestly, even this length can get in the way of the strings. And I get annoyed. Actually, I just filed this last night when I started practicing, so I did a quick file. And this was fine, but if I was gonna truly play, I would file these down even shorter. I used to bartend at the airport in Newark Liberty, and I worked at this place called Unusual Times, and it had like a British theme or an English theme as far as their menu, and they used to serve a similar egg sandwich. I mean, it was different. The bread was different for sure, but I remembered this thick bit of egg on the I mean, it was a lot thicker than this. I mean, that sandwich used to have some weight to it. I was quite surprised, that the airport would give you so much food. But anyways. That's why I'm like, if I'm gonna make an egg sandwich, I'm gonna make it for real. cheese you can taste makes all the difference. And sharp cheddar is a good one for this because it has a sharp taste. Put it on the sandwich where it belongs. I'm kind of particular about my sandwiches. So what are you watching on Netflix? I just started watching this dubbed series in Spanish. I think it's set in Mexico. I'm not quite sure, but I think it's called The Secret of the River. Really good. Netflix is just phenomenal. That was a big sandwich. I was wondering if I was gonna get through it, but I guess I was really hungry. But you know, eggs are not that dense, so. Trying to see if my face looks less puffy. I would like to think so. I've been quite pleased with the meals I've made lately. I definitely put more effort into the ones that I eat on video. I'm assuming watches to the end of my videos. So this is where I'm gonna get real and raw and talk trash, because who's listening, right? This is where I'm gonna let my real personality. Well, you know what? No, not that anything else was not real, but this is where I'm gonna loosen up. I'll put it like that, because I think I really am stoic by nature. That's real. But I do loosen up. Alright, so here it goes. Any old money men in their 50s and 60s looking for a friend. Hey, let's talk. Let's talk. Of course, not just anybody. I mean, you gotta be a nice person. You gotta have the basic decencies of a human being, you know, of a man. Okay? But old money, you know who you are. Let's talk. You know, I'm educated. I support myself. You know, I handle mine. I have a good career. So anyways, you know, I ain't no slouch, okay? I just needs help. Oh my gosh. You gotta ask for what you want. Ask and you shall receive, right? This is a combination of teas. I've got into saving all of my tea bags now. So I just combined like 5 of them in a pot and boiled them. So just to make them stronger. Anyways, it's time for the next fun part of the video, where we focus on getting better and better every day in every way. With this How to Develop a Winning Personality book. And I like this guy because he kind of delves into, like, well, how can I say it? I don't want to say the darkness of ourselves, but look, he gets real with it. It's not all rosy-posy. He talks about the depths of loneliness that a lot of people in this society feel. Alright, so this part is called Rejected. Blame yourself. And so you may very well find that if you are caught in an incompatibility situation, a first step toward eliminating your own share in creating the situation will set up a chain reaction that could eventually eliminate, or at the very least considerably alleviate, the incompatibility and the resulting loneliness. You are more understanding. There's a tendency, as a result, to greater understanding on the part of your sparring partner. There is then an additional incentive to you to carry your understanding still further, and so on. Nor need this approach be restricted to the sort of incompatibility associated with strife and disagreement. There was, for instance, no strife between Walter and Miriam. If Walter gave some thought to the fact that he was contributing to the incompatibility, he might come home one evening and show a little interest in Miriam's talk about her day's experiences with the butcher, the baker, and the lady next door. He might even find it less dull than he expected. He might then try to tell her about some of the things that he had spoken about in the office that day. Certainly he would find her eager and receptive, and perhaps to his surprise, even capable of comprehending what he was saying. So much of his feeling of being alone when he is with her is, after all, a rationalization of a superiority feeling mingled with self-pity for the fact that one so interesting as he is compelled to live in wedlock with one so uninteresting as Miriam. From there, he could go on with a program of educating his wife in many little ways. He might offer her first some easy books for reading and discussion with him. He might take her out more to the theater and to social evenings at the homes of friends. He might have friends in more often. He might bring her to the office and introduce her around and give her a visual picture of the place in which he is not lonely, so that when he spoke of it to her of an evening she would have, and he would feel that she had a more intimate understanding. He could do 1,000,001 things to pave the way to evenings of togetherness instead of loneliness, if only he had the understanding that it was possible and the will to act on that understanding. If you are the one who is lonely, you are the one who must make the first move. Don't let familiarity breed contempt. Don't get into a rut of prejudiced attitudes. Try to see the people with whom you live in a fresh light. As though you had never seen them before, you will find almost all the time that they are not as black as your mind has painted them, and that you yourself are in some measure to blame for whatever incompatibility may exist, even if you are so perfect that your only fault is your failure to end the association. If you do not end the association, if you remain under the same roof, your only chance for happiness is to take the difficult but rewarding road from incompatibility and loneliness to compatibility and togetherness. To take that road, you must walk on humble feet. Well, that packed a punch, didn't it? I'm just marking off where I'm going to pick up the next time. Hey, where's my bookmark? Oh, here it is. Remember that first you have to see it, smell it, and touch it. No, that's not the quote. Let me look at the actual Abraham quote. Okay, she says, be happy about it before you can see it, smell it, taste it, or touch it. Be happy about it before you can see it, smell it, taste it, or touch it. I think basically she's saying you have to get into the receptive mode. You have to feel like you already have it. You have to create and live in the emotion of that thing, the vibration, because that's what gets things going, is emotion, energy, and vibration. Much more so than action. Hey, if you like what I'm doing here, like and subscribe, donate to the cause. Catch me in the next video, and may you find lasting happiness. Bye.